What's up, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff with DBS CCG Life, and I am back to you once again with a brand new deck profile on the BT24 Successor Frieza. Now, I really enjoy this deck. This deck is a lot of fun to play. Being able to wipe your opponent's board by just playing something is kind of whack. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We have here the leader, which says activate main once per turn. Add one card from your life to your hand. Look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 green or yellow Frieza card to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card and switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. Now, awaken at 4 or less, no alternate form of awakening, kind of bad, but it does help you self-awaken. So let's go ahead and flip over to the back side, and we've got the beautiful SLR here. I love these guys. I'm glad they added these into the set. So let's go ahead and go over the awakened side. Permanent: when choosing battle cards for the skill cost of Successor on a Frieza card in your hand, once per turn you may choose any number of your opponent's battle cards as mono green battle cards. So this is ridiculous. This lets you wipe your opponent's board potentially. Auto: when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Activate battle once per turn. Spirit boost 1. Use up to 1 green-yellow multicolor card with a combo cost of 1 in your hand in a combo with its skills negated for the turn. So you have to have your Z unison out to be able to do this, or any unison, it does not matter. But being able to get a free 10k combo out of your hand is really good. It can help you because you're going down to 4 pretty quickly in this deck. So let's move on to the main deck. First we have 4 Zarbon Invasion Beginning. Auto: when this card is played, look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 green or yellow Frieza card to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader is a green Frieza and you discard this card from your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's non-token battle cards and increase the energy cost by 1 for the turn. So this card's really good when you're in a bind, when you need to be able to use stuff for your Successor, or when you just need to search. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We are playing 2 Dodoria Invasion Beginnings. This says auto: when this card is played, draw 1 card. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader is a green Frieza card and you discard this card from your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's non-token battle cards and increase the energy cost by 2 for the turn. Next, we are playing 4 Frieza Invasion Beginnings. Auto: when this card is played, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Activate main, limit 1 for 1 yellow. If your leader is a green Frieza card and you have 1 or more green energy and 1 or more yellow energy, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand. Activate main once per turn. Declare 1 number that's 3 or less. Increase this card's energy cost by the declared number for the turn. Next, we have a very similar card. We're playing 4 Frieza Oppressive Authority. Auto: when this card is played, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. Activate main, limit 1 for 1 yellow. If your leader card is a green Frieza card and you have 1 or more green energy and 1 or more yellow energy, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand. Activate main once per turn. Declare 1 number that's 3 or less. Increase this card's energy cost by the declared number for the turn. So, second and third effect is the exact same as the previous Frieza we read, except this stuns a card for the turn. So next, for the rest of the Frieza package, we are playing 2 Frieza Preliminary Tests. Now, mind you, I have not been playing with this deck for long, so I'm still wondering how I'm going to do my ratios. So bear with me on that. When I do have the deck complete to where I want it, I will post an updated deck profile. So this card has Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Successor for 1 green. Dual Attack, limit 1. Auto: once per turn. When this card attacks, use up to 1 of your green or yellow Frieza's army cards with 5k combo power from your drop in a combo with its skills negated for the turn. So this card's not bad, 19k beater. For our next Frieza card, we're playing 2 of the Frieza Second Change in Form. Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Double Strike, Successor for 1 yellow. Auto limit 1. If you have 3 or more energy, when this card is played, draw 1 card and it gets plus 10k power for the turn. So it turns into a 30k double strike beater. Very, very good to put pressure on your opponent. Next we are playing 2 Frieza Transformation of Despair. Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Successor for 1 yellow. If your leader is a green Frieza card and you draw 1 card. Auto, when your opponent plays a battle card, you may choose it and switch it to rest mode. If you do, negate the skill for the turn. So not a bad defensive card. I think it's really good that you can essentially wipe some of your opponent's cards out to play this card and then be able to control their board next turn. So not a bad card at all. So now for the 4 orbs of the Frieza packages, we are playing 4 Frieza Final Transformation Phase. Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Critical, and Dual Attack. Successor for 1 green and 1 yellow if your leader is a green Frieza card. Auto limit 1. When this card is played, draw 1 card. Choose up to one of your opponent's unisons and remove 2 markers from it. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons and negate its skills for the turn. So not a bad effect at all. We really want to play this card almost every turn if we can, with Z unisons running around and everything. So this card's not a bad card to run at 4. Now for our next 4 of and our last card in our Frieza package, we are playing 4 Frieza Overdrive Activation. Now this card is absolutely insane. It has Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Double Strike, Dual Attack, and Successor for 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 generic. Draw 2 cards. So not only does it come out for 3, you can wipe your opponent's board with it, draw 2 cards. Permanent, if you have a green or yellow multicolored card other than this card in your energy, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. So it can come in active mode in your energy if you need it, but you don't really want to charge this guy, but I do run 4 of if I need an extra energy. It says auto, when this card is played, your opponent can't attack until the end of their turn unless they switch one of their active mode cards to rest mode each time. So basically just like the Mecha Frieza Robotic Riposte floating effect, I really like this card. I think this card is absolutely busted. So that's it for our Frieza package. We are playing 4 Anilaza, the Soaring Colossus. So the only reason I'm playing this card is because it negates this energy exhaust as long as you have a green or yellow multicolor card in your energy. We don't ever really play this card out. I just use it for energy fodder. Next, we are playing 3 Krillin, Burst, and Scatter. So this card can be really important to you. It says activate main, limit 1. If your leader is a green Frieza card and you have a green Z Unison in play, and your opponent has no battle cards in play, draw 1 card and play this card from your hand in your opponent's battle area in rest mode. So this card's really not bad. You can draw 1 card and play it out for free on your opponent's side of the field for you to use your Successor skills. Next, we are playing 1 Frieza Charismatic Villain. Of course, I'm sure everybody knows what this card does at this point. Of course, the only reason we're playing this card is because we do have a Z Unison in this deck. This card is very, very good. Being able to get rid of a threat your opponent has that you can't deal with. That's why I like it. Next, we're playing 2 copies of King Piccolo Aerial Battle. I'm looking for a 3rd one. Hopefully I'll get one eventually. I'm pretty sure I will. It has unique, critical, counterattack, negate the attack, and play this card. Permanent, if your leader is a green non-Saiyan card, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each green non-Saiyan battle card among all cards in your Z energy and drop. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 5 or less and KO it. Then choose up to one of your opponent's unisons and remove 1 marker from it. So really in this format with the Z unisons running around, you can get the maximum value out of this card. Hence why I want to play 3, but I only have 2 at the moment. Next, for our secret rare, we are playing the Celzino Unspeakable Abomination. Of course, it has its ultimate, deflect, energy exhaust, and successor for 0. Auto, if you have 5 or more energy, when this card is played, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's hand and discard them. And this card gains quadruple strike and dual attack for the turn. So this card is absolutely ridiculous. I really like it, so I decided to run it in this deck and give it a shot. So far it's gone pretty well for me, because that quadruple strike dual attack 40k attack, their opponent cannot handle that unless they have a ton of negates in their hand. So next, for our super combos, we are running the 4 Defending Father Paragus. Draw 2 cards, send 1 to your wart, not a bad effect. Next, we are running 2 Cells Earth Destroying Kamehameha. Activate battle. If your leader is green, choose up to 1 of your leader cards or battle cards and it gets plus 15k power for the duration of the battle. Auto, if all your energy is green, when you activate this card, choose 1 card in your opponent's hand and place it in their drop area. So not bad, lets you be able to choose a card in your opponent's hand and discards it. So next, we are playing 1 Dormant Potential Unleashed. I'm gonna get 2 more. I haven't gotten 2 more yet. So like I said, once I complete this deck, I will definitely be posting an updated deck profile. Alright, next we're playing 2 copies of Flying Nimbus. Very, very good card. Counterattack, negate the attack, then you may place 1 yellow card in your hand in the drop area. If you do so, your opponent can only attack 1 more time with battle cards for the duration of the turn. So this card's really good. I may actually replace this with the 2 Dormants that I'm getting very soon. And now for one of the best cards in the game. They had to limit it to 1 because it was so good. Cold Bloodlust. Yes, since I was playing Frieza's army, I definitely had to throw a Cold Bloodlust in there. And if you're new to the game, or newer, this card was one of the most broken cards back in the day when it was at 4. So they had to limit it to 1. Counterplay. If your leader card is a Frieza's army card, the battle card played has its skills negated for the duration of the turn. And you can do that for 1 energy. That card is absolutely stupid. I love it. Finally, for our token negates, we are playing 2 copies of Homicidal Clones. Now, token negates, don't have to explain any more about those. Everybody should know what these are by now. For now, for our Z deck, we are playing 1 of the Z leaders, Frieza 100% full power. You can Z awaken for 1 green with the condition being a green Frieza card. Permanent, when choosing battle cards for the cost of Successor on a Frieza card in your hand, once per turn you may choose any number of your opponent's battle cards as mono green battle cards. So exact same effect as your leader. Auto, at the end of the battle in which this card was attacked, you may place 2 Z energy in your drop area. If you don't, remove this card from the game. So I thought about running 2 or 3 of these, honestly, because of that effect, because not always do I want to place my Z energy in my drop. So I haven't decided on that yet. I will be doing some more thinking and play testing on that. But honestly, in my mind, your opponent could really attack it with a 5k, and I would still have to place 2 Z energy in my drop, even though the 5k wouldn't do anything to it, but it was attacked. So that to me is a big downside to that. Activate main once per turn, Spirit Boost 1. Draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your green Frieza battle cards and switch it to active mode. So this really isn't bad with your 10 drop Frieza. Another 30k double strike swing is really, really good. Now for our Z Unison, we are playing 3 Cooler Brotherly Assistants. Auto once per turn, when you play a yellow Frieza card, this card gains plus 10k power for the turn. So it becomes a 15k. Plus 2, activate main. If your leader is a green Frieza card and you declare 1 number that's 3 or less, choose up to 1 of your opponent's non-token battle cards and increase the energy cost by the declared number for the turn. Minus 3, activate main. Your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. So I see this second effect as a final turn push, possibly, depending on how many cards your opponent has in his hand. This plus 2 is where you get the most value, and of course the auto. And it comes out for 1 green and 1 Z energy, so really not a bad card. So next we are running 1 Oolong, greed is good. Unique, activate main once per turn. Choose up to one battle card in play, ignoring barrier. This card's power becomes the chosen card's power at the time you chose it with this skill. And at the start of your opponent's turn, this card's power becomes 4,000. So not bad for a pusher card. If your opponent has a big 30k out, this card becomes a 1-drop 30k. So this card's really, really good. Next, we are playing one Frieza Resurrected Ambition. It has Deflect, Double Strike. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 5 or less and KO it. Auto once per turn. Place one of your Z energy in its owner's drop. When one of your other green battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or more attacks, your opponent discards one card from their hand. So I really thought about bumping this up to 2. I probably will actually. It just depends on what I want to take out, but I think I have an idea. So next we are playing 2 SS3 Broly Tyrant. So this card's really good. You can KO one of your non-unique cards and it becomes a 1 cost, 1 Z energy cost. And activate main once per turn. If you have 3 or more energy and you place one non-unique card from your battle area to your drop, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So not a bad card. Now we are also playing one Jiren the Immovable. It has Deflect, Auto when this card is played. Choose up to one of your green battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less, and it can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills until the end of the next turn. So this does provide some protection for you. Activate main limit 1. Place any number of your Z energy cards in their owner's drop. Choose up to one of your opponent's unisons and remove a marker from it for each Z energy placed in the drop by this skill. Additionally, if you place 2 or more Z energy in the drop by this skill, this card gets plus 10k power and double strike for the turn. So this card's going to see a lot more play, being that we're in a format with Z unisons and every deck is going to be running them. Well, every deck that's built by BT24 standards. So this card's going to see a lot more play, so I would imagine it might go up in price a little bit. So this card's very good in this format. That is the deck. Make sure you like and subscribe and join me on this journey as we grow this YouTube channel. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace out.